Hey everyone, how you doing? Papa Snow here, and welcome to another episode of Tell It As It Is or Shut Up, live, coming right out of Guyana. Right now, today we have a very interesting episode. We're going to be talking about the judgment handed down by the Chief Justice. Okay, and what does this mean for APNU? What does this mean for the PPP? What does this mean for the people of Guyana? And also what to expect next, because it's like this show never done, right? So I'm gonna give you guys a moment, let you log on, let you share, and then we will continue this discussion. I'm in the process of doing our share as well, just to make sure that all of our viewers can pop onto our channel and see what is going on. Right now, remember, this show is about having an honest opinion. We also like to, look at some of the comments coming up in the section below. Please don't be disrespectful, right? If you're gonna bring something to the forum, please let it be something that you have some tangible proof with. Please also do expect that trolls will get blocked. Good night to everyone who is tuning in. I think we are adequately starting up this show tonight. So I think by now, most persons would have heard about the decision made by the Chief Justice. Okay? What really is this decision? Right? What did the Chief Justice say today? Okay? I just want to break it down for everyone. Make sure that you get it, because the lawyers, everybody's gonna have their little show about it, and that's really really good, right? That everyone can have their show about it, but definitely a lot of people are gonna stretch things out and create a little bit of an issue, right? Um, Hold on for a second, having a little problem with the mic. Okay, I think that should be better. Right? If you guys hear me loud and clear, make sure that you give us a thumbs up, right? Yeah, man, this is crazy. Well, you can hear some of my dogs in the background, hear what's going on. It's always good to have security these days, right? If the whole country could be taken hostage, how safe are your homes, right? It's it's very, very funny. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, the Chief Justice has handed down her decision, and she has made it very, very clear and obvious to everyone that only the votes acquired from the national recount, okay, are going to be considered valid votes. Those are the only votes that they can realistically use right now, ladies and gentlemen. She has thrown out every single thing that Lowenfield has produced. All right? She's basically eliminated all of the other frivolous cases that the APNU coalition and its supporters and its members has brought against or brought up to the court in order to extend this period. Now, realistically speaking, ladies and gentlemen, I mean, my opinion, I like to keep it fairly real, right? With my opinion. And in my opinion, they've just been stalling all the time. I think the whole world knows that they've been stalling. Members from the cabal has already started receiving sanctions from international government, from international agencies connected to different governments. Okay? The country, the economy is pretty much bankrupt right now. The country's looking real slim. Right? These boys got caught with their hands in the cookie jar. Okay? And it's a big problem. It's a big problem because now they don't have the time to put back in, what was taken out. Right? So it's looking real tight for them. So they are doing everything in their power right now, ladies and gentlemen, in my opinion, right? To buy as much time to try to rectify some of the issues. And more than likely, and I want everyone to be ready for this, right? Because I pretty much tell it as it is, right? When they realize, when it really dawns on them that they completely haven't gotten weight with this thing. There's no loophole out of this right now based on the amount of time that they have taken, the amount of people they have insulted, the amount of enemies they've made is ridiculous, right? There is really no way out for the cabal legally, okay? So this is a very dangerous situation. If they're losing everything in court, there's no way out. It's positive for the nation in the sense that we already know who the new president is going to be. Based on CCJ, based on the high court and everything else that has come up. Okay? The next president of Guyana will be Dr. Irfan Ali. Okay? So, I have no idea why these people are not stepping down, honestly speaking. It's just crazy to think about the level of disrespect to the population of Guyana that is met out through their actions. Ladies and gentlemen, at a time like this, when the court has ruled against certain things, and you know for a fact that they're going to want to appeal the matter, the question is, can they legally appeal the matter? And if they legally appeal the matter, and the matter goes back to the appellate court, whatever the decision the appellate court comes with, if it's not in favor of using the same verdict along the lines of the CCJ or the High Court, it's going to get tossed out. Because the appellate court can do something, and then what? They're going to go back to the CCJ? Well, they can't go back to the CCJ. The CCJ has closed the matter. I personally don't even think they should be allowed to go back to the appellate court. How many times are you going to dance around this issue? The Chief Justice has even made the statement that Lowenfield has acted as a lone ranger, right? And I concur with Mr. Timothy Jonas when he says that was being very, very kind. Because the actions of Mr. Lowenfield are criminal actions. Okay? The actions that GCOM in itself has allowed throughout this whole process are realistically criminal actions. The one thing that I could definitely tell you, though, and this is very, very important, ladies and gentlemen, is that, my God, it had to happen this way. Because the reality is, if it did not happen this way, we would not have been able to expose everything that has been going on in the country. There's only one good side to this whole chaos. And that's that people around the world has had a clear and clean opportunity to see the level of corruption in Guyana. Not just in the government in itself, but throughout the electoral process, throughout the legal system. They were able to pinpoint almost every single legal loophole, right? And that is very, very important, because when the world can look in from the outside, the same way I have this glass box here, the world is watching Guyana, and they can see transparently what the people of Guyana are going through. And I know for a fact that they do not agree with it. The sanctions, the condemnation, right? Coming from everyone in the world against this nonsense. Okay? And yet they are still defiant. Right? Let's check on some comments that we have here in the section. Hakila Hussein. Let's see. Yeah, definitely. GCOM. I told people already. I've been telling everyone since 2011, realistically speaking. The fact that people are now acting like, oh my God, I just heard it. No, bullshit. You didn't want to hear it before. And the truth is that many people didn't want to hear it before, because when the PPP was in power, the PPP was in charge of all of that. And this system that seems redundant, like a circus, was facilitated by the PPP over a certain period of time. Right? And now, you see that APNU is there. Hey, Clive Barrow, how's your mother? She still up on the corner working there, buddy? You just always try to come up from certain accounts, huh? Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you to one of our trolls and a heavy-duty APNU supporter, Clive Barrow. Right? Clive Barrow, just to make known, is one of the people who comes on social media and tries to target everybody who talks the truth. Right? In fact, he's actually here right now, trying to disrupt me from being able to share some accurate information. But I've got a little surprise for Mr. Clive Burrow, right? And it's going to be just as hard as the surprise that the Chief Justice. In fact, I don't even think what the Chief Justice did was a surprise. Everyone knows the Apnew's case was frivolous from the start. It was just a waste of time. However, Mr. Burrow, I know that there are areas that you have benefited from during the Apnew reign here while they were pillaging and raping the country for their resources, right? But just to let you know, all of that is coming to an end very shortly, Mr. Burrow, right? And as soon as we track how you are involved and who has been paying you, I just want you to know that there is a law. If you buy stolen property or you receive stolen property, you can and will be charged. Okay, Mr. Burrow? All right? Your last name said Burrow, but I feel he is a thief. Okay? And he is a thief that's just here to try to talk nonsense. But anyway, you want some attention. Ladies and gentlemen, please make sure you check Mr. Burrow. He is often build fake accounts. Anytime you see a fake account like this coming up, or an account that has been designed to bully and to segregate people here in this country, please make sure that you take on the professional responsibility and just report these trolls. Get them off of Facebook. These are very racial individuals who are only trying to push one narrative, and anyone that comes to tell the truth, they do everything in their power to disrupt those persons' platforms. But Mr. Burrow, tonight, I really wanted to focus on you as a celebrity. I'm happy that you came here. And just like normal, I'm going to block this account as well, right? Because I do think that it is important to knock out all of these trolls, right? But I do want you to sit down for a minute. In fact, listen to a little bit of your demise, because Apnew AFC has seriously committed legal suicide, political suicide, and probably the last thing left is for them to send the country into a civil war. But persons like you, Mr. Burrow, you need to understand that people like you are going to go to jail, dude. Real simple, right? Especially when y'all can't produce back the money that disappeared from the treasury, and systems of accountability and audits are done throughout every ministry and every legal facility that you have actually had an opportunity, or Apnew has actually had an opportunity to manage. Okay, so I just want you to know, not the minister, not the worker, not the cashier who might be thieving on getaway, right? So if I was you, Mr. Burrow, and others like you who have significantly assisted in robbing our country, I would take these next couple days and I would start finding a very good hiding spot. Okay, that is my advice to you. Because what's about to happen here, you're really not ready for. But the evolution of Guyana must take place. Okay? And that is definitely a fact, right? Now, let's see. Let me just knock out your comments. I'll let you watch, but I wouldn't entertain your comments. Anytime I see a comment, Mr. Burrow, I'm going to delete your comment. But I do want you to watch, because it's important that you watch. It's important that you learn something. It's important that the people that you have watching with you, it's important that they watch and they learn and they listen, okay? Because realistically, the Guyanese prison system, it's overcrowded. And persons who commit treason, I'll tell you, I'm an advocate for the death penalty, okay? Let me just let you know that. I'm definitely an advocate for the death penalty. And treason should be considered an executable offense, especially when you try to kidnap a whole country in the process of it, okay? And persons like you ensure to people like me that there is no room in a growing or evolving society for bad-minded people like you, Mr. Burrow. So I wanted to thank you for that, right? You give me a little energy. You're the type of people that help me so that I can become constructive and help my people over here in Guyana, right? So I want you to sit down. I want you to enjoy, right? And I want you to know that your fate is already sealed. Ladies and gentlemen, most of Apnew's supporters, it's only about maybe, what, 40% of their actual base is still actually supporting them. And those, more than likely, is the hungry belly dog them, right? And they don't like it because plenty of the bag about to get boss up. And the only thing that they have left that they could really, really do, because they're not winning in court, is to try to start a civil war here in Guyana. All right? And I'm calling, as well as I think all Guyanese, all decent-minded Guyanese, we are all calling on the ABC countries to step up their game and step up the level by which they mean to show Guyana support, because the people of Guyana are requiring and asking for an intervention. Rules are being broken. Our constitution has been broken. We are currently in a hostage situation with a very hostile group who is attempting to use bureaucracy and manipulate the court system and buy themselves just a little bit more time. Ladies and gentlemen, I call on the DPP, Ms. Shalimar Haliak, I might be pronouncing it wrong, to step up to the plate, miss. The Chief Justice has handed down a ruling. The CCJ has handed down a ruling. What more do you need to hear, Miss DPP, before you start arresting some of these people and trying them for treason? What more do you need to hear? What more do you need to see? Our country is under hostage. We have been kidnapped. These people keep stalling, buying time for themselves. And reality is, with every day that goes by, more state assets are being misused. More thieving is going on. Why is it that every single thing about the system in Guyana has to be flawed, has to be broken, has to be damaged, has to be corrupted? Why is that the case? Why are they always buying loopholes or buying time? Because it's some of we mati. No, miss, it's Cain who killed Abel. Sometimes family gotta go down when it's the right thing to do. Take that from me. You can't have family and friends in this thing, miss. I remember speaking to Ramjatan and he was telling me what a good friend he is of the judicial system and of the DPP. I hope this is not the case, Miss Alihak, because neglecting to act on your sworn duty will also be considered a criminal offense, miss. And I'm not saying that you're wrong here, but I say I don't know what the hell it is that's been tying your hand all this time, right? But the ruling from the Chief Justice, Mom, it unties your hand. Legally, please speak to your legal counsel. Ask them if what I'm saying is true or not. Of course, I'm not in your profession. I don't know how that profession operates. But I do know that even my younger brother works with the district attorney's office in the U.S. And, you know, I always thought law is law. You understand? Somebody breaks the law, Mom, they're supposed to be charged. Things have to happen, Mom. False declarations. People kidnapping the country. You are in a position right now, miss, that you can sign the art and say, you know what? Warrant for these people arrest. These people have broken our constitution. They've broken our laws. They're sitting down fraudulently in positions and pretending to be leaders. And at the same time, they are destroying an economy that is already broken. Mark Roberts, what you doing here, buddy? You all right? These idiots. You can't stop them, huh? Anyway, He's absolutely correct, though. Somebody needs to get me some help. They need to get help for everybody else here in Guyana. We all need help. We all need help here in Guyana. This is a fact. Our country is under siege from bullies, from fake dictators, from people that can't count to 65. Okay? Our country is under siege. Right? And I know some of these people here, they don't like what I'm saying, because they know that unlike the politicians, I'm not trying to give them a loophole. I know the law. And treason is a non-bailable offense. It's called treason. Right? Persons who are attempting to destroy our democracy, those persons can be charged. And there are many people that don't want to hear this because they know, they're like, oh God, how many times haven't I broken that law? But in case some of you have forgotten, some of us have not. We took tally of your insults. We watched it. We patiently sat down, and we have been patiently waiting and watching this giant slowly decompose in front of our face. But I'm calling on the DPP to take advantage of the court ruling that was handed down today and start preparing some charges for the individuals who are in direct contrast to the law, because what they are doing is causing too much suffering on the people of Guyana. Not just these corrupted politicians must be investigated, Mom. Some of these judges that can see right and still call it wrong, that is a sin. Too bad you can't go to jail for sinning. And ladies and gentlemen, I don't want you to forget all of the persons who have played a role in doing this. Because some of them will not be legally implicated. But there's a method to deal with them, ladies and gentlemen. People like Clive Burrow and the other jackass that come up here just now. There's ways to deal with them. And I've said it before and I'm going to say it again. It's called boycott. For every day that they've held this country hostage, we need to boycott against everything that is APNU AFC till even after the election. You know why? Because some kids need a long time in detention before they learn a damn lesson. I see some people coming up on TV throughout the night. No, man, but you know, there's still this thing between black and Indian, and people feeling that this absolute power, one man gonna advantage the next and the next. You know what? Check this out. That was one of the reasons why people actually gave APNU a chance to be something different. And they didn't do that. Instead, they were worse. They terrorized this whole country. They put innocent people in jail. They thief out state lands. They give state lands to all of their friends and their family. Watch. Some people need them. They're in New York or they're in the U.S. driving around in car and going to salon skunt based on taxpayer money from Guyana. You think that's fair? And then still got the audacity to come on social media and run their mouth. Run their mouth. Other supporters of the coalition have went on social media telling APNU leaders and asking them, why is it that they are even given or separating in the budget resources for Region 9? What happened? The Amerindians can't get what's theirs? What happened? Let me tell you something. I would agree that there is a racial divide in Guyana. But I will also tell you, based on my personal experience in Guyana, Racism is driven more by the Afro-Guyanese in this country than it is by the Indo-Guyanese. The Indo-Guyanese might be a lot more sneaky when it comes to business and doing things like that, right? So let me tell you, right, now everybody ain't no saint, right? But racism in itself is primarily driven from one section of this community, of this country. And the other race, well, they react in fear. Because racism drives racism. It will never stop it. We as a people, we need to stop it. Our actions. But in order to stop it too, we must systematically eliminate those people who are pushing the racial concepts in our society. We must boycott them. We must boycott the family. Anybody participating and benefiting from it. We are a small country, ladies and gentlemen. If we got 1 million people right now, well, we probably got more than 1 million people. A lot of people sneak in the country. How much Haitians ain't fly in and ting, unregistered? How many people ain't coming across the border and ting? Right? You see, man. We just ban he. Ban he one time. Clive, I just ban you, man. You're taking up too much useful space there. Go spend 20 minutes, create another account, and come so I can ban it again. Right? Yes, ladies and gentlemen. There's so much nonsense over here. But most of it dwells within our society. And because it dwells within our society, it becomes a part of our culture. If we need to eliminate this thing, we must make racism a full-out crime here in Guyana. But not just racism. We need to also have some details and a scope of what racism actually is. Because I could tell you this, Guyanese, we ain't got a scope of what racism actually is, right? Right? Because I could tell you, people, a racist person, right? They look for any little thing that they could twist and turn. They look for any little thing that they can twist and turn to use it as an excuse. Right? And saying that, let me tell you something. Right? The other day, members of the PNC and APNU even tried to use the Black Lives Movement motto as a means to build up support based on a racial concept. That's pretty low, man. Right? And yes, some people turned out. But what I noticed is that no decent people turned out. In fact, I want all PNC supporters or APNU supporters who are listening to this to ask yourself a serious question, man. What do you think is about to happen? Because I can assure you, it's nothing nice. At least not for APNU. Listen, when you really understand the answer you gotta give yourself for that question, right? Understand it's gonna leave you with an ultimatum. And that ultimatum is very simple. Do you want to live productively in Guyana? Are you ready to be deported out of here? I don't know where the hell we can deport you to. Right? Because the jungle, the animals don't want you. The ocean might spit you out like it did Pharaoh. Right? Tell me what's going on. Other continents got their problems. Right? So what do you plan on actually doing, man? Do you plan on sitting in society and making everybody miserable? Because we can deal with that. Because that would get dealt with. Or can we work together, man, and just build a better Guyana? And the old boys, them, who do all the thieving and all the nonsense, you can let them go where them gotta go, you know. Them don't live life. Granger was 75, scunt. Really? Really? You can dead for he? You can go to jail for them? Right? I don't understand. Like what could they have possibly given you that could be so valuable that in the face of imminent jail time, you are willing to fight that war for them? I'm just curious. I'm just curious because I need to know. I mean, no money can't make me sell me freedom, right? There ain't no amount of money that you could give me that I say, hey, you know what? I can take that and place of me freedom by. Right? Because I can tell you, man, losing your freedom is not a nice thing. Losing your freedom is not a nice thing. Right? And I think some of you need to learn that. I think especially the bullies, right? The cyber bullies, right? I want to give you guys a little fact real fast for people that don't know, right? And maybe some of them know it. And if they know it, then they're even more wicked, just to let you know. All right? 19% of people who go through cyberbullying end up committing suicide. Did you know that? Right? About 40% of people who live under an APNU AFC administration considered committing suicide. Right? And here's a fact. From 2015 to 2020, the APNU AFC coalition has committed political suicide, right? And they hating everybody for their own decisions. Listen, man. Oh, nobody ain't tell you how you stupid liars. Nobody ain't tell you, try to rob a country or try to lie and get catch. Listen, man. Oh, and as I always tell people, man, if you're gonna be a liar, you better be a damn good liar, and you better have a good memory. Okay. So, I think it's important that we've had this time. As much as it sucks, as much as our treasury has been raped every single day, right? Because reports are that, you know what? People can't even tell y'all nothing when y'all setting in for checks and things to get cash. Nobody can tell you nothing because you're going to attack the poor people at BOG too. Right? Right? Let's see. Question here. There are so many races in the world. How can racism be stopped? You cannot stop racism when so many races exist. Well, you could. There's a lot of different ways to do things, Jacob Ramsey. You could enlighten people. What is one of the, and you can empower people. What is one of the biggest causes of racism? One of the biggest causes of racism is an economic division between classes. That's one of the biggest causes of racism, right? People think racism exists because of races. No, it doesn't exist because of races. Because let me tell you this, man. You take one person from every race, you give all of them money and put them in one room, none of them is racial toward the next. Okay? But now, you take that same group of people and you systematically make some of them poorer than the rest. Bad feelings gonna come, and instead of them looking at what is the actual cause of the problem, they're gonna look at the obvious. Okay? The obvious. And the obvious thing in front of a human being, or the obvious thing that normally comes across is, well, look, he's a different color, or he looks different than me. Maybe that's why he feels he should have more, or and it comes back to that. It comes back to economic inequality. And if we could remove economic inequality and level that playing field, I'm not saying you will completely get rid of racism, but I guarantee that when people making money and people living good, nobody ain't got time to be racist. Why be racist? You can go enjoy your life. I ain't know about you, but I could just tell you, it's probably the one alternative that was never tried. Because how dare we make the population enriched? How dare we give them good lives? Because if we did it, then the politicians wouldn't be important anymore. Well, Jason Rowe, I didn't get to see your question. So that's probably why I did not answer you. Right? So now I'm looking here. Right? And please don't talk to me in that tone. Because really, I don't know you. And I'm liable to just, trip off the edge and cuss you up and things like that. Because nobody don't pay me for listening to skunch. Just tell you as it is, right? You know what? I ain't even got time for look through there, right? So, you have an important question for you. Okay, go ahead, right? Go ahead and spit your question out, man. I'm surprised you still saying that instead of just putting the question out, bro. Put out the question. Let me answer your question. All right, at least let me attempt to answer your question, right? Because I'm not a know-it-all. I'm just telling you what I know, right? I'm going on my opinion here, right? I can't go on everybody else's opinion. All of you got to have your own damn opinion, right? But go ahead, man. Jason Rowe, what's up, man? You send me message like 6 times here, like you're my lover, and you still ain't shoot the question yet, right? Oh, Clive Burrow. Once again, what we gonna do? What we gonna do, Clive? Clive, you're such a jackass. I don't need to remember you. Why do I need to remember? Do you want to be remembered? When I take a shit, I don't remember what those turds look like, Clive. Do you? Tell me. After you take the garbage out and hand it to the garbage man, do you go back to identify the garbage bag? No, Clive. That's what you do. Right? Oh, Jason Rowe. No, unless Amanda is your mother's name. Okay, you want to know if I'm banging Amanda? No, dude. Unless Amanda is your mother's name. Right? Jason Rowe, ladies and gentlemen, just another troll. Look at that. Amazing. Amazing. Right? Ban him from the page. Look at that. Right? And you see, ladies and gentlemen, these are the things that we need to eliminate from society. Like that, that's sexual harassment toward somebody by the name of Amanda, right? And all of these little things, it's not strangers doing this shit. This Guyanese people, scun, wicked-minded Guyanese people, right? Some who really need an education from a penitentiary, right? You got trolls who try to destabilize the country, and then you have sexual predators like Jason Rowe, right? And that's not even Jason's real name, right? So it's just crazy, just crazy. Yeah, we're gonna have to block them. I mean, what else can we do, right? What else can we do? That's just how lawless and wicked and distasteful these people can actually be. Do you guys see the reason why we can't allow people like that to run our country? Think about it. These people are miserable souls. Seriously, these people are extraordinarily miserable. And they only live to torment other people. But we can smile because people like Burrow and this other jackass, they're all part of the cabal. They're either on the bottom end of it, or sometimes it could be one of the top people trying their best to be on social media to see what's going on. It could be one of their children who have nothing better to do except to see their parents go to jail when Dr. Irfan Ali is sworn in as president. Right? With the PPP controlling a majority in parliament. With all of the other groups who have that one seat is going to be so powerful against the 40%, right? There's going to be so much going on here, ladies and gentlemen. I think that some people might just pick up and leave the country. But here's the thing. I'm going to ask the U.S. government to stop all visa at this particular point in time for all Guyanese. Don't feel no way, everybody. But we can't let the gutter rat them, the hungry belly dog them, escape and go anywhere else. It is our problem. It is an internal issue. And like they said, and like they told the U.S. and them, they want people to stay clear of it. Well, when we're locking them up for treason, Just remember what you said to those people, right? Stay. Well, I don't normally wear my glasses, and I've been working pretty much all day, right? Watching everything. And I could definitely tell you that I'm very happy. And I'm going to clap my hands. I am very, very happy, right, for the Chief Justice's decision. And I could definitely tell you, I didn't question her credibility. Because I've had the opportunity to see how she has ruled in a lot of other matters, and she has proven to be a very fair person. Okay? She's not a racial person. She's a fair person. She is a hero. When I tell people Guyana needs heroes, the Chief Justice was a hero today. Can I get an amen for that? Right? Because she made sure that she didn't just deal with one issue today. She went over every single loophole that them ban of them get. And she said, nope, this ain't gonna work. Nope, that ain't gonna work. Nope, 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 nope. Why are you wasting the court's time, sir? Right? You know, Basil and the boys them look like clown. Right? Basil and the boys them look like clown. What you gonna do? Right? Now I could tell you this. This whole thing could have went a lot different. There's still an opportunity for the good people in APNU, which is very hard to find right now. I don't care what anybody say, right? Hard things gone for find right now, right? It's something good in APNU, right? I see Mr. Gaskin been doing the little thing, saying, yo, me ain't really want to be a part of this thing. But at the end of the day, too, Mr. Gaskin, do not forget you are also a minister under the thing there, right? But I do respect you for taking a stance against your father-in-law, right? And persons that I have spoken to have spoken very highly of your character. And I've also spoken very highly of your wife's character. And I can honestly tell you that I would agree with them. I would agree with them, right, in relation to what they have said, because definitely you could not take a stance like the one you have taken unless your wife has supported that stance. If not, your house would have been in division, right? Oh, Scoots, look. He don't get another one, ladies and gentlemen. Comment Tyler Stanley now. Oh, I done tell you, buddy. Only if Amanda is your mother name, right? Look at this. These people can't stop, eh? Right? These people can't stop. But ladies and gentlemen, like I said, I look forward. I look forward to seeing the look on these persons' faces when the new government is sworn in and the first sitting of Parliament is called and the Constitution is reformed in such a way that there will be no escape for any of the individuals who has been participating in delaying the results for this country and the new government from going in, right? Oh, Kester, right, Wild. Oh my God, look at that. You sound upset. Don't worry, you'll be upset for at least 5 more years. I could tell you that much, right? And the fact that APNU, AFC, PNC, well, them is dead group now. Yeah, I'm never rising back, you know. Don't think that APNU, AFC ever rising back after this. If you had a chance, that done 3 months ago, bro. Right? You did it to yourself, right? And if you hate anybody right now, you got to hate yourself. Nobody ain't tell you listen to them leaders. Nobody ain't tell you put your money on a losing horse, on a dying horse. Nobody ain't tell you do that, right? You got to go down to the horse race place now and you got to find a new horse for bet pun, right? That's what you got to do. Oh, you see, I love your little comments. Just ban you from the page. Story done. Deport you off my page. Look at that, dude. You got deported off my page. Ha, 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 ha. Right? Oh, look. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I'm just... Yeah, soda. These trolls are feeling it tonight. I could, I could do a whole troll episode just to tease the trolls, realistically speaking. And all I have to do is just continuously tell the truth. Right? So, let me explain this. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know about you. How many of you have been keeping track of everybody that is really involved in all of the skullduggery that has transpired here in Guyana from just March 2nd to now? If we go beyond that or before that, it's too much. Book ain't got page, right? So, how many of you have actually kept track? Do you know it is over 1,000 people? Do you know it is over 1,000 people in different government agencies and different areas, right? It is 1,000 people or more that has been involved in holding our democracy. You see, you can't forget the officers who go and know damn well they had wrong instructions and go and bullying people. You can't forget them. Can you forget the media who was one-sided, and then when the narrative starts switch, then they start jumping over on the next side? Can you forget the media that's been doing the government's dirty work for them for the last 5 years? Can you forget them? It is only after they itself has been bullied that most of the media turn around and say, hey, well, you know what, we probably better go on the next side because these jackasses going to have us standing out in the rain all the time. Literally. That's why when they did that to the media, though I felt bad for the media and sympathetic for the media had it coming. Because the media riding everybody that they feel that they could get sponsorship from, that they could make a name of. All of them, everybody got the price in Guyana. Do you know how sad that is to know that everybody's integrity in Guyana has a price? These are the things that cause the country to not move forward. This is still the days of slavery, because black man selling out, coolie man selling out. Our integrity has become cheap labor. Pamela, I don't blame you, girl. Cuss them up. They're trying to get me to really cuss them, right? And I know what they're trying to do. And trust me, girl, when I tell you I want to dig it in them, I want to dig it in them so badly. However, I'm just going to make an example of them. And I think that's the best way to deal with these cockroaches. Don't you? Turn on the light. Let everybody see the roaches scattering. They're scattering right now. They don't know what to do. Some of them are still on social media. They are hoping that they can say something or do something that will make this particular stream distasteful to certain people. And do not be fooled if one of them is not even an Apnu. It's just somebody else that don't want the other part of the truth to come out. You see, politics in Guyana is real nasty. Right? It's real nasty. And the one thing about my show here is that I telling you the facts. I ain't got time, If they out there and they wrong, I can dig it in them. Because them attacked me when I wasn't even wrong. They even locked me up innocently, scunt. So I ain't got time. I ain't got time with it. If I could be locked up innocently, damn straight I could tell you, yo, y'all guilty ones, y'all going to jail. Don't think for a second you are not going to jail. You're going to jail. So enjoy your time. Even the Bible says the devil is going to romp, he's going to roll, he's going to make noise because he knows his time is short. Those who support the devil, your time is short as well. Your time is very short. There ain't no long talk about this thing. Why do you think everything was allowed to go through? We made sure. Why do you think we made sure that the people stay calm? Nobody was giving you an excuse that you could use to run away. You think it was easy for us to stay patient while you were abusing us? It's like you're raping a woman and she hollering and the rapists keep beating shit. Stop, stop, stop. But here's the thing. The only way for stop sometimes is at a point in time the woman got to stand up and give you back one. And thanks to the Chief Justice today, this was just another blow from the public. Because the Chief Justice is speaking for the will of the people. The Caribbean Court of Justice has spoken for the will of the people. USA, Canada, England, they have spoken for the will of the Guyanese people. And there's no way a small percentage of people in Guyana shall bully the masses. You're dead wrong, by jail coming. And for all of the headaches and the attacks and all of the nonsense that people have been perpetuating all over the place, you're not going to get away with it. You're just not. You are not. And I know plenty of you are miserable and you're stuck and you don't know what to do. But let me tell you, if you don't want to go to jail for the crimes that you have committed, there's always suicide. It's a solution. And it will save tax dollars too. Definitely. Right? That's a fact. Okay? So, whenever you trolls get too tired of answering for your crimes, right? Then you know that there is a solution. Because I can guarantee you this. As long as there's a decent man and woman sitting in a leadership position here in the country, these crimes and atrocities that have been committed against the people of Guyana shall never, ever be forgotten. I am asking that no politician, president, minister, even I don't care, who is involved in this could ever get any retirement fund, state dollars, pension, tax, anything, any duty-free concession, nothing skunt. Check all their resources, check everything, right? And we could thank people like Clive Burrow, right? Make sure that your people thank you, right? Because you see, when you're pissing off people like me, we're smart, you know. We just pay taxes, you know. We just follow the law, which means we know when other people breaking it. Because we just watching, we just say, hey, what happened? We got to do it while you ain't got to do it. So we've been watching it all the time. So you know what? You know? We, the people, will inevitably and imminently have the last say. Okay, APNU, okay, AFC, okay, dictators, okay, everybody that thinks that you're going to be racial and you're going to bully other people in this country. Let me tell you what, right? This country is about to go in places that you never thought possible. And I'm just happy that many people were able to show their true colors. Because the only way for us to move fast enough, we got to lighten the load. And there's a lot of trolls taking up a lot of space. So ladies and gentlemen, like I told you on my vlog already, you know, we have been building a list. We have been collecting names just like Santa Claus. Right? And we have been submitting those names to the relevant parties because I believe the ABC countries do not want any terrorist sympathizers or dictators or infiltrators going into their country to create these type of havoc that is going on right now. So I'm going to ask everybody that's watching, if you know a name of somebody like Clive Burrow and these other jackasses here that are targeting people, lying on people, bullying people simply because people wish to have their own opinion, please send me their names, send me their Facebook accounts, right? and I will do whatever I got to do. My team will go on it. We will track their IPs, find out who they really are, and put their correct names on the list, because I want them to be able to stay in this country and watch every decent man succeed while their asses get left back. It's only fitting. It is only fitting. Because they have attacked every single decent-minded, hard-working citizen in this country. They have raped us. Over 200 new taxes, ladies and gentlemen. That is how come even right now, with the country suffering and the average man not being able to get a job, they can still find some money for try to pay one and two of the minister. Why some of the other people getting paid with credit, why is they running down our dollar value? It's horrible. It is very, very horrible, ladies and gentlemen. We cannot allow this for much longer. I am calling on the relevant authorities to stop playing partisan politics and follow what you know is the law. If somebody is attempting to take over this country, that is a treasonous offense. That is a treasonous offense. Because they are going against the Constitution. They are going against the will of the people. How long shall you allow this charade? Anyway, that's a question that's still left on the Guyanese people, right? I'm calling on the PPP. I'm calling on the small parties such as LJP, ANUG, TNM. I'm calling on everyone that really loves Guyana. Join together and let us pursue a course that may lead to affirmative action in order to save the country. Guyana needs heroes. Now is your time, ladies and gentlemen, to stand up for your country before it's too late. The ball is in your court. Thank you very much. Have a good evening, ladies and gentlemen. And, to everybody who is watching, everybody who supports, peace, love, unity, all that good stuff. To all the trolls, thank you very much for being present. You always give me some degree of content that I enjoy, But definitely, I wish for you to come on to my actual page so that I could give you a little bit of what you deserve, right? That I couldn't really give you here. And, ladies and gentlemen, I think being on social media is also a very positive thing for me. Because lately, I tell you, man, with these idiots, you just want to kind of go off on them, right? Just like, you don't want to, you want to tell them what you got on your mind, right? However, ladies and gentlemen, I have a lot more respect for y'all, right? Since I first came here and I started doing this, I didn't know that it was even going to last this long. I didn't know how this was going to be working out. But I actually think it's good for me, too. I hope it's good for you. I hope it's symbiotic, right? I definitely got to air a lot of things that I saw as problems here in the country that I have been affected by, that other hardworking people have been affected by. And I'm very happy for this platform so that I can both relate to you what is currently happening in the struggle here in Guyana. And at the same time, I get to have a little revenge on trolls like Clive. And all I have to do is tell the truth. So thank you very much, and I'll talk to you later on another episode of Tell It As It Is or Shut Up. Keep it real, Guyana. Bye-bye.